Hi everyone. Now over here. hmm, Nobody wey I know wey no get catarrh and cough. Nobody wey I know wey no get catarrh and cough. Even my daughter sef, she don get her own yesterday. Nobody wey I know wey no get catarrh and cough with this period because summer don dey come and the weather like dey transform. See sun outside. Make sure una weather for outside. See our outside. So the weather dey transform. As the weather dey transform, na so all dis tree wey you dey see so, na so the trees dey throway all those dead leaves, dirty, everything. See am, you see the particles. If you dey watch this video well, you see the particles of the trees dey fall up and down. And you know wetin that one be? That one na allergic. E make people go sick with catarrh and cough. E make people be allergic. But normally, this one na my first time wey be say this primavera I dey get catarrh. I hardly have cough and catarrh all this time, even with all these trees. But most of the time things dey change, weather dey change, people dey change. So this summer primavera, I have a lot of cough and catarrh, and almost everybody I know have the same thing. They are sick with catarrh and cough. To the extent I have to go get some medicine and everything. You know, all this catarrh and cough, you know, they quick finish, eh? So we just dey. We go dey do the coughing and everything, and we will still dey talk for this video because this life, e get this as e be, and our society, we don't help matters at all. And some of the bloggers, they no dey help matter. They say that they do blogging to change the society, to change the mindset of things that are bad to become good. Things wey people no know, if you be blogger, you can teach. But our own blogging na to cause distraction, to cause disaster, to cause problem for everything wey we dey do. So una see how the educated illiterate of Sokoto campus student, how they take drag that lady come out. She was with zero protection from the whole school campus, was against one woman. That one show how poor we raise our children, our boys, to even put their flirty, dirty hand on a woman. She was left with nobody to protect her. Deborah, you also rest in peace. But justice you will get, just to show example to the other bastards that would think that they can carry a woman and do anything with they like to her in the whole face of the whole people, and nobody come out to protect this woman. We dey see am every day. Jungle justice everywhere, everywhere, in the marketplace, outside. We see how our women are unprotected. Nobody protect them. And this issue show it again that you as a woman in Africa, your life is not safe. If you make any any mistake, or you come into contact with group of mobs, men, they want do something to you, they want rape you, they want do anything to you, say nobody go protect you. Even the police is nowhere to be found. Even the society at large, they will leave you for the mouth of wolf. May the wolf consume you. Now wetin we see for Deborah be that, as a big higher institution, no security, nobody to protect her, they leave her to all these people wey be say they be religious fanatic, and they go school. I don't know wetin they teach them for school. If they teach them for school to go to school or to be a religious fanatic. And I think law need to be passed in Nigeria where people, excuse me, I want to make video for the phone. See, the warning. So I think law needs to be passed against this jungle justice, and the society They need to educate them a lot about this behavior when many people they engage into. And the most painful thing, the people when they stand around, they look, they will say that they look, that they lynch person, that they burn person. All of una go dey look. We don see this time to time to time. But the most disgusting and the most crazy thing say this one happen for inside school, where they call school, where people suppose to dey educated, even educate the people outside. That one show una wetin I dey tell una for this video all the time, that when e come to African men, your life no dey safe in anywhere. They no educate them to get that instinct say this one a woman, this one this person need to be put first or to be protected no matter what. They no get that instinct. Everything kamikaze. And some of our women, they are not helping matters. They are the more problem we have. For example, see these bloggers now. They say that they blog. You know, say phone now is very cheap and data's everywhere. People can blog nonsense.
Good day, everyone. I still remain American.
So, wetin I be know before, say if you be blogger, na to educate, na to help, na to make situation like this, like create awareness for people not to engage in something like this. But our own blogger, they go come out, they go, because of that male worshiping, brainwashing wey many of them get, they go come out, they go start to talk nonsense. Just imagine wetin this lady talk for her video, say even after they don born this lady, people when they talk say justice, which is normal instincts in a society. If something like this wey really dey bad happen, people need to ask for justice, and justice need to be served. Whether she go out of the line, I don't give a damn. There is a law in that country. Irrelevant of your religious belief and ideology, there is a law on top of everything. There is a law that protects everybody, irrelevant of any of the. I don't care about the belief where you get, but law they will protect everybody. For somebody that call themselves a blogger to put this out, like you they try to downplay people that are saying that justice for Deborah, like Deborah is not going to get justice because she crossed the line. What do you mean? What do you mean? She crossed the line. Me say we dey live for lawless country, although we don't say we dey live for lawless country, but when we talk about publicly, at least we need to be conscious of what we put outside. Just listening to wetin this woman dey talk, when saying be blogger or whatever she call herself, just look at, listen.
Those of you shouting justice for Deborah, there will be no justice for Deborah. Deborah is not getting any justice.
Please stop calling.
Not anywhere. Because
they do something.
The people that are involved in this matter are not the kind of people that will give you that justice that you are demanding for. That justice that you're seeking for, you are not getting it. Listen, let me tell you, Deborah went too far. These people doesn't joke.
This is the many of their problem. Things go better, oh, things not go better, oh. These are the type of people that will never make things better, that will never make you to see things in a positive way in this society. They go talk finish, they go poison their talk. That is one thing I noticed about we Africa, we Nigeria, we have most of the African women. They go talk, now they go talk, now they go poison the same talk when they talk. Justice, there is no justice for Deborah, but I'm not saying that what they did is good though. Then why are you saying that there is no justice for her? When be say you know they live inside Zoom, you know they live inside, I don't know, Amazon, or even Amazon self. Amazon now, those old people when they say for Amazon, we never even trust civilization. They even get the rules and regulation when they govern them as people. They have rules and regulation. And you that are shouting justice for Deborah, don't say it. She went too far. But I'm not saying that what they did is good. Oh, why are you confusing yourself? If this woman should be your daughter, this Deborah should be your daughter, should be your sister, should be your auntie, should be your niece, can you say something like this? Then we see evil. That is why I dislike so many Nigerian women or African women. They will see evil. They will be hating and abetting it indirectly. Like, as if say they can't make changes. You know, countries when we dey stay today, this Europe and all, do you know changes that women have done? Do you know changes, laws that women have been able to change? Even the ones that are in the media. Do you know changes that they have been able to pull? These are the women that makes you to believe that nothing is going to happen. Everybody can do anything they like. Nothing. Their voice is nonsense and it's rubbish. You see, most of the time, I don't even like to talk in all these issues on anymore, because I see that their mental problem of that Stockholm syndrome of going back and going front. I don't just so much have energy for it. That is why most of the time I don't want to talk in all these their issues. I just want to leave the blogging alone, because most crazy women, they will make all these things to like just tire you. Like somebody just recently died, burnt, and you are even saying she will not get justice. And this one, we say they are bloggers, are influencers. I don't know who they are actually influencing. I don't know. If this should happen to anybody in a society, that person will go to the last breath to make sure the child get justice. The family, the society, they will come together. This is not the time to put out this stupid and sick message from all these women, aka bloggers.
Listen, I am not in support of her killing.
Madam, shut up.
It is so barbaric.
Shut up. Stop faking it. You are in support. You are in.
You don't have any right to take away life.
You are in.
No.
Let person hear what we
You
know
don't
now.
have any right whatsoever to take away life. But please,
We know now.
whenever you see yourself in Rome, try to
Less possibilities.
Madam,
good day, everyone.
whenever you see yourself in Rome, try to behave like Rome. And if you don't behave like a Rome, there is a law. And the law not be death. There is a law if you refuse to behave yourself as a Roman, because many of you Africans, you always like to pick some stupid phrase to back up your nonsense. Like, if she refused to behave herself as a Rome, be that is the only language many of you have been using for decades to justify and back rubbish. And if anybody refused to behave themselves as in Rome, there is a law that governs Rome. And that law is not stoning, burning people to death, and people looking at it at the scenario. It's not mobbing a woman publicly. That is not what it is. Behave like a Roman. And if you don't behave like a Roman, they don't mob you and kill and burn you. They don't do that. So let's stop all those nonsense to back nonsense up. Like, she deserved the death because she spoke to their Muslim blah 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 god or prophet or whatever. Like, many of us don't know where this religion thing is going and coming from. Only the ignorant one. They don't joke with their God. What did she say? And where is it written in the Nigeria Constitution that if some certain group of people don't joke with their gods and you decide to opinate or something about their God, that you deserve to be mobbed, burnt, and killed? Where is it written? Because all of us, we want to put religion first. That is why I always say religion is a problem to our society. It's an opium, it's a drug, and a bad one at that one. A bad drug to the society. It makes many of you not to think. It makes many of you not to know your left or right. That is why you see a lady like this talking nonsense on the internet. That this lady went too far. because many of you cannot communicate. What do you expect from a country where somebody will thief agege bread, they will decide to burn that person, to burn that person and make jungle justice on that person? That the person stealing, he went too far. In Onitsha, maybe some years ago, I don't know if they still practice it. When you see something, they will practically put tire on your neck and burn you down. Those people went too far. You don't think this has to do with religion now? Is because she went too far. Like, we don't see something similar like this every day in our society, and you see nobody talking about it. When it comes to, she spoke against Prophet Muhammad or whatever, she went too far. These people don't joke with their religion. Do they have the right to burn her? No, they have no right. To mob her, they have no right. To burn that lady, they have no right. To stone her, they have no right. Because we are not in a Sharia country. Nigeria is not a religious state, whether Christian or Muslim. Nigeria is not a Sharia state. It's not governed by Sharia law. I think it's time we start to live as a citizens and think as a human being, and not religious cults or religious people. No, that is not what we have as Nigeria. We need to start thinking. All these useless bloggers coming out to say she will not get justice because she went too far. Are you all mad? Are they mad?
Everyone,
Are you all mad?
For those of you shouting justice for Deborah, there will be no justice for Deborah. Deborah is not.
That is the heart of their madness. Something will happen. When people want to react, they will say you react too much, you didn't react this. People are crazy in our society. People are going through mental issues because of religions, and they can't think straight. They don't even know the difference between good or bad anymore. Everything goes. Everything goes. If people are doing something wrong, you decide to reprimand them. They will say, why did you reprimand them? You reprimand them too much. You do this because people can't think straight in our society. 1 minute they will say the odds, next minute they will say no. They can't think straight. That is one problem many of us have. There will be no justice for her. Like, people are just saying that for nothing. And when people like this that did something like this hear that, they will be okay. People boldly did what they did because they know there is no law, that people will support them and back them with their religion, that, oh, because he spoke about our religions, that is why we did this to her. That is the same Nigeria where you will wear short skirts, people will rape you. They will say because you wear short skirt, you deserve to be raped. They think that because you dress and your cleavage is open, this is a call for sexual and something between men on the streets. The only country where people think like that because you are wearing a skimpy skirt, that you are inviting them to come and analyze you. So what do we expect from a lady like this? There is always a justification for anything a black man do. There is always a justification why they do it. Now it's religion. The other day, they can RAP you, and people will say, let us see the skirts that you wear before going to that street or passing that street or passing that market. When you will show them, they will say, the skirt supposed to reach here. The skirt supposed to near me. That is why you were RAP. You were supposed to cover your cleavage, not be showing them your cleavage. Because you were showing them your cleavage, that is why that was an invitation for them to come and analyze you. That is Nigerian women for you. Their brain, it get as it be. And why are they doing all these things? Because of men. Because of the way the men have conditioned them to think in a way that will favor them. That is the only reason why this woman will say Deborah will not get justice. Because if there was a real judge, police women are representing the way they are supposed to represent, they will never tolerate this type of behavior in any society. They will bring these men to book. But because it's both the bloggers, both the politicians, both the pastors, all of them are nothing but useless in the brain. They are of no use. You will see blogger like this talking nonsense on social media that is supposed to be a public platform where you can educate. Imagine these people that practice all this juggle just to see this video. They will say they already know now. They know the cause of our moment. If anybody do it again, we will eliminate and delete the person. Because there are women that are already justifying what they did, that this lady is not going to get justice, because they want to talk, they want to poison their talk, they want to make it seem as if they are defending, but they are not defending. That is one thing you should know. When you are listening to a message on social media from Nigerians, check that message very well. They will talk, they will poison their message, they will put every nonsense in their message, they will end up revealing the real message they want to reveal. Check out the mentality of the person that is talking to you. Like the Osinachi issue that day, you will see all of them will come and Osinachi kill herself. Osinachi was the one that by herself. She refused to leave the marriage. Do you think that maybe she was having a bad character? That was why the husband beat her small. Maybe he wanted to beat her small and the beating her passed. One pastor was saying that them with their wife fight, but they will just give him a small slap or one slap. But women were there listening to that man talking, that he used to give his wife one slap, not be like man go just give him one slap now. One slap every day, not be problem with that. So many people don't look at the person that is talking. You see, she throw away her poison and she say, no, I'm not justifying what she do, but she went too far, because these people are not they don't play with their God, they don't play with their religion. You see them, they don't go straight to the message they want to give. They will poison everywhere and still drop that their dirty and stinking mentality that they already have on issues. They will drop it. You that don't have sense, you will now say, that thing that they want to drop now is people that was already saying justice for her. Those one that don't, they will say, it's true. She went too far. She did not supposed to cause their Mohammed. Did you all know the Mohammed that you all are dying for in the name of religion? Did the Mohammed even care about you people? How many of our father, if not religion, were born ancestry straight from the roots of Africa that are called Mohammed? The meaning of Mohammed. Because all of us, we have a root where we come from. We have names where we come from. And what is the picture of the Mohammed and the Jesus that all of you show all the time? And what connection do you have with these people? What connections did you have with these two people, Mohammed and your Jesus? What has Africa have to do with both of these people that you have the right to kill a human being because of these people? What connection and what have they done for you? When we talk about the Arab countries, they hate black people more than anything. When we talk about most of the Muslim countries, they kill black people every day. When we talk about Libyans, they kill black people every day. They kill Nigerians every day. So, what connections did you have with these people that you decide to divide Africa because of these two religious bodies? They called Jesus. When I was a child, he was always a white face, a white man. Not until I was questioning. I said, I have no business with this person. I have no spiritual connection, Faisha, whatever. This man have nothing to do with the father and the mother that bet me. I have to throw it inside the bin and move on with my life. And looking at the Muhammad that all you Africans are worshiping and throwing away your religion, throwing away your that is your African spiritual beliefs of loving yourself, being yourself. You all have thrown it away for Muhammad and for Jesus. I said, this man don't look like my father. It doesn't look like my grandfather. It doesn't look like the old men I know in my village or in my city or in my country. So I have no connection with these people. Coming to Europe, I see that even the Jesus that we were told to worship, love, we are the sons of whatever, or daughter. They don't even love us, the white people here. They look at you like shit. They look at you from your leg to the up. Most of them don't look at you like human being. I've been in Europe for 20 years. I have my own experience. How most of the white men look at you. They look at you with disgust. They look at you as if you are not a human being. They look at you from your shoe as if you carry shit. So, what business do I have with Jesus, a white man, calling him my father and diminishing my own father, my mom, my mother, the womb that birthed me? I will say Mary na my mama. I dey craze. I don't get mama. I'm not a bastard child. That is where we all get it wrong. That is where we allow the ants to enter the sugar. Now it becomes a problem that nobody can speak. Nobody can question anything. Then you see all these useless bloggers coming out to say they don't joke with their religion. What about leaving the country and go and form their Sharia law out of the country and live on their own and be killing themselves? If somebody thief chewing-gum, cut the hand, cut the leg. Before you will cut all their hands and their leg in the society, we will see how many people that will be working. We know how poor the people that are practicing this Muslim religion, we know how poor they are. We know how poor they are in that Sokoto. They are living inside abject poverty and dust. And what have their Muhammad done about that? Because if they can be able to delete somebody for their Muhammad should be able to remove them from poverty. Their Muhammad should be able to remove them from lack. But they still continue to live inside poverty. And this blogger cannot even see that. The Saudi Arabians, the other countries that import this religion to these people, they're living good. And why are they living good? Is it because they pray they 5 or 7 times a day or whatever? Is it because they practice their religion more than the Nigerians? No. Their government and globally, they are doing something to better their lives. Even the cloth that the robes that all these women wear to practice this religion, it comes from other people that brought the religion. But they have thrown away this religion out of their society indirectly. They pack it on one side. And they are using the real law that can govern the people, that can make the people feel comfortable, that can bring generational wealth, that can bring economical and financial wealth to their society. But we want to carry religion as a forefront. It's something that will close the mindset of people, where you can't talk, you can't do things, you can practically exist. When it comes to the north, the women don't participate in anything than to birth babies. Most of them can't even go to school. Most of them actually are educated too. But what is the essence of their education? Nothing to cook in the kitchen for their husbands. They can't really represent with their education. The African men don't carry the African women along in anything. They are just there as a womb and the pussy to bed babies. That is why they see a woman, anytime they want to mob a woman, they are very, very happy. It be like, oh, everybody, carry your beer cup. Oh, yeah. Carry your beer cup. Let us drink beer. We want to mob this woman today. We want to stone her. We want to burn her alive. You see the multitude of cowards that was there when they were mobbing this lady, when they were beating this woman, when they were doing all sorts of atrocity to her before they allow her to take her last breath by burning her. Somebody said Allah's word was, what are you going to achieve doing this to me?
Don't me anywhere.
And what do they actually achieve?
The people that are involved
Separation.
in this matter are not the
Separation. What did they actually achieve? Proving their religious stupidity again and again and again. Every time the Muslim, most of them, engage in this barbaric and satanic behavior, wickedness and heartlessness, it proves who they actually are without the religion. The religion was just another time bomb added to their evil and their ignorance, their lack of opening their mindset to think. That was what the religion brought into their life, another problematic behavior that they are already used to. The religion is not just everything. No, that is not what it is. There is more to it. There is more to it. Get it out. So, and you see bloggers
kind of people that
doing all this.
That justice that you are demanding.
This is not going to help
justice that
us.
you're seeking for, you are not getting it.
This is not helping us.
Listen, let me tell you.
It's not helping us,
The world
madam.
went too far.
No.
These people doesn't joke with their prophet Muhammad. Listen, I am not in support.
Deborah went too far. She has poisoned this her fake message she want to drop. Deborah went too far. They don't joke with their God. If we all should start eliminating anybody that question our God, I don't know how many people will remain. How many? You want to kill somebody for somebody that you never saw in your life. You want to become my enemy because I spoke against your religion. You have never seen Muhammad in your life, and you will never see Muhammad. If you like, use your head, knock ground 100 times. You will never see the goddamn Muhammad in your life. If you like, pray. Take your body, rub ground. Time have proved it in Africa. You will never see Jesus in your life because it's not existent something. It was a fiction story created. So don't waste your time waiting for mama to come from market. Don't wait. Many Africans have been put in suspense. Jesus is coming. Hallelujah. God is coming very soon. Hallelujah. God is. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Una never see him. Una never see him. Now they wait for years. Many of you refuse to work. You refuse to build your road. You refuse to come to face the problem you have in Africa because you are waiting for your God. Both the religious ones. Now God, oh, it is well, oh, now God will save us, oh, motor just get accident for road, now God, oh, now God will come repair this road for us, oh, how many roads now God don't repair since then? Una see the weight. Una see the weight.
It's uncalled for.
Una see the weight. Sense na not get. Now all una go put message. Una go say na dey find change, una go take una hand take justify nonsense, destroy the same message una dey bring dey come. All these bloggers, many of you are not helping. No, many of you know that you are not helping, that you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem as a blogger. Either you are helping or you are adding more to the problem that we have, because we come from a society where people don't use their sense. People do follow very quick. People do what they see. They don't have sense. That is why in Africa, everything we trend. Rose and rose we trend. This motor we trend. The other one we trend. This cloth we trend. They will never be a producer but a consumer, and trendy. Now this one they rain now. Now aquashe now. Now one bar line now. Now this one now. People don't use their sense. People don't use their sense. They want to impress what nobody even care about them. That is why you will see blogger saying that, hey, she went too far, and I bet I'm not supporting, went too far, sir. Were you there? Were you there when this thing happened? Were you there? Let me read the comment. One comment that is very, very important that somebody dropped on this message. He said, read, Deborah was my classmate. I just stepped into the class when the uproar on her voice note started. It was her own classmate that started it. One of them said Deborah dared them by refusing to apologize when she was asked to. It all started with a debate on the upcoming examination on a general WhatsApp platform created for our course mates. One of the students asked her how she passed the last semester examination, and in response, she said it was Jesus. So, listen, because many of us, we don't know how to listen, we don't know how to dialogue, we don't know how to communicate. Our own is gbewa. This is what is causing all this problem now. We don't think back. That is our problem. Many of us don't know how to communicate. We don't know. Everything is do as I say, or you must respect me, or because I'm an old man, I automatically deserve respect because my age pass your own, or because I be man, I get bola, you need to respect me. That already ask for automatic respect. Some men will say because you be woman that you be get fish prey, blah blah blah. So let's continue. He said immediately about 3 other chats came in from 2 Muslims and 1 Christian telling her to retract the statement. You ask somebody, how did she pass her exam? And she said it's Jesus. So why should you ask her to retract a message or what she said? Just see the authority. Just see the authority. The ginger tea I made. I think that is what just it brought this thing down a little bit. This my cough. So, how dare you ask somebody a question and the person answered you, and you asking the person to retract what she said because you are a Muslim? You are a believer of a white man, a Arab man called Muhammad that have no business with your papa, with your mama. The country where there's so much hate that kiss skin. They dislike us. They use us as slave. Up to tomorrow, most Arab people think that we are slaves. We are not human beings. In Mauritania today, they still use black people as slaves. So, if they said she should retract the message, 2 students from other departments who overheard some Muslim boys discussing the matter told Deborah's close friend to prevail on her to retract the statement. But she replied via a voice note on the platform. Holy Ghost fire, nothing will happen to me. Maybe they have started to threaten this girl. That is why she put this message down, that Holy Ghost fire, nothing will happen to her. Because only what we see, we know most of our dakime, they lie too much. Lying is their other calling. They lie a lot because they know that all these Akia worshippers, dick worshippers, will always support anything they do. As according to, you see this blogger now, I know that we always support them. She wasn't supposed to do this. She wasn't supposed to do that. Oh, are they mad? So, before she said no, Holy Ghost fire, nothing will happen to her, she must have been threatened, or somebody must have placed a call to her or speak to her directly, threatening her for her to put this message. It's normal human logic. Okay? It is by force that you guys will always be sending this religious stuff in this group. The group wasn't created for that, but rather as a notice on test, assignment, etc. Not this nonsense religious post. Does she have right to speak or write like this? Nonsense religion post. Nonsense means something that does not make sense or does not have anything to do with the group that was created. I even quarreled about this thing the other day for our group, for our state here. Group that was created for something, you will start posting your Muhammad, you will start posting your Jesus, as if everybody buy that message when you want post. Nobody give a damn about these people. Go to a Christian religion forum and say that. I've said this on my video so many times, and I'm so surprised this thing happened. I'm so surprised this thing happened now. People are beginning to wake up. The way when they use this religion, they shook enter person's throat. The person not go fit talk. People are beginning to speak up. Take your religion to where it belongs. Over here in Europe, that brought the religion, even the Roman Catholic people, they put religion aside and build their society. Nobody thinks with religion. When a man cheats, nobody justify it by Solomon marrying 300 wives. I've never seen any Oyibo justifying till nonsense like that. Only black women do that because they have no brain. They don't want the best for themselves. They are already a prisoner to most of the Daki men. They are already become a prisoner. So they will justify their downfall. They will justify it. Just imagine. She was telling them that they should stop posting their nonsense posts, religion posts on the group. We were made to understand that some young men were brought from outside before the outrage. You see them? So jobless. They don't have work. Many Daki men, they don't have work. If they see where they want to gossip women, they will run enter there. They will take share and start gossiping. When they see where something is going, where they have to beat up a woman, they are there. So they brought some men from the outside before the outrage. I was in class when some of our classmates rushed in saying, there is fire on the mountain. Oh, you see them? Igabai people, they have no sense. Their sense is under their shoe. The Muslim student leads the stranger to the class to look for her. You see? They even bring that their division of Muslim and Christian. Oh, if I'm a Nigerian president, I will ban and close all the churches in Nigeria. Look at Uganda. They closed almost all the churches. They are better doing financially everywhere, behavior-wise, than Nigerians. Because this religion is toxic. It's a problem. People that practice, they don't think. It damages their brain. They don't think. They can't think. It's one-sided thinking. That is why you see, they did not think about what this girl said. That what this lady said is not going to remove money from their account, is not going to add money on their account, is just a advice, a piece of advice that they should stop posting their Mohammedi and their Jesus or whatever on the platform, that it was made for school. Mumu people. And they took offense on that they want to fight for their defenseless Muhammad and their defenseless Jesus. Because I heard that they are going to fight for them. But nowadays, they have waited and they are so disappointed. They haven't seen their God repairing road, fighting for them. The other one is using their head to knock ground to the extent they have one big mark here. And they remain the way they are. They remain the way they are. So what they normally do nowadays is to fight. It's for them to take laws into their hands. So the Muslim student lead the strangers to the class to look for her. In fear, those in the class tried to help her escape, took her to the security post from where they hoped to create a way for her to run outside already. I think this thing that happened now need to make all the schools in Nigeria put extra security. That country, there are men that are really huge, big. Because I see all those idiots, all those dirty things that were burning that lady that day. They're all of the shorts, they are useless and bastard children. I think if they have good security there that day, huge ones, they could have oppressed this situation with all these bastards. But they allow her. Really, there wasn't a real protection for me. Say they want to really protect this girl not to be mobbed. That wasn't the issue. Now just get me they say they hide down for back. They constantly draw and come out. That is what it is. When you talk about real protection, it comes with this girl is not going anywhere. And the next thing, you back it up with the police and the mopos that will come into the school and pursue all these idiots out of the school. That girl could have been alive today. Because many of you now know they use mind do something for person. Like this lady that is saying, that have this mindset of, may we protect her and Bimo will not protect her. Come and stay inside the principal class. Come and stay inside the principal office. But you went too far, shy, They're supposed to, come and stay inside the class. Come and carry her. She went too far. You have to behave like a Roman. That is the mentality with this woman talking on this video. That is what happened that make them to allow all those mob to take that woman. They will say, she's caused Mohammed. You will say, fuck out of here. We are in Nigeria, where people have freedom of speech, where this country is not a Sharia law. If you believe she offended you or whatever, go to the courts, take her to the police, go report her to the police. She's your co-student. File a petition against her. But giving you this lady to beat up, to mob, to stone, to burn is not going to happen today. That is how a people supposed to behave. A country where people are like this in decisions. But because they are like this lady that is talking in this video, she went too far, Shao. But I'm not supporting that they burn her, Shao. You need to, because these people don't joke with their God, though. So, then she went too far. You are not supporting. Our people want me you take support. Don't want to support directly now. But you always supporting directly. Many of you don't do poison. You don't poison direct. You poison people. You poison situation indirectly. You put fire into situation indirectly. You don't want change in Nigeria. Like the other day, I saw a police, a soldier man that was collecting bribe. The superior was drilling him. Come and see comment of the Nigerians that say they want something good in their life. Come and see their comment. They will say, leave him now, leave him now. You people are suffering from mental issues like that cannot make you to think straight as a human being. Shut the hell up, all of you. When the person I want something good, you want nothing good because you can't think. Your mentality is everything for you. You think if they pursue that man for work, 100,000 soldiers, they won't find another person to replace him to work. So, come on. It said they were trying to help her and took her to the security post from where they hope to create a way for her to run outside. That was impossible. Those mob were supposed to be pursue them, just drive them out of the school. Then they will bring enough police if we truly value human being. If we truly value human being, this is a white country where one person go lost, 10,000 police fee finer. That tells you how they value human being. If actually they wanted to really help this girl, they will make sure the school premises is evacuated. After the evacuation, they will bring enough police and the soldiers to take this girl. We know the Nigerian police and the soldiers, if they really want to work. If they really want to work, how they behave. So, as we were talking, they said they took her to the security post. From there, they tried to make her to run outside. So, if she run outside, are they not going to mob her? How is she going to run outside with all those bastards everywhere? All those children that does not know their father and they believe say na one Arab man na him be their papa. So as I'm talking, a cab was waiting outside to drive her straight to the police station. Unfortunately, the mob overpowered everyone who tried to save her. What do you expect from a group of people that marry small girls? What do you expect from them? They even threatened to kill anyone who attempted to stand in their way. She was dragged out, flogged, and stoned. The last word in her mouth was, "What do you hope to achieve with this?" Can you see? She was dragged out and flogged and stoned before they set her ablaze. And you see people saying people should not ask for justice. Then, why do you complain if people treat you bad? When you can easily do something like this publicly, you think that you won't have children that are violent in a society where the children in that barrio, in that community, in that city, in that place where that thing happened, sees somebody taking out a woman. That is a very, very straight message to all the children in that place. They will end up being violent and abusive to women and wicked. And those children will definitely go into crime very early, at an early age. If they see the adults can do something like this, pick up their women, flog her, do whatsoever they want to do with her, and end up with her like that. What do you expect? What message do you send to other people? Like the message this woman is sending to people that are saying justice for her. It's like in Nigeria, we can't even protest for something. Everybody have something to say when you protest. When people protest for Sinachi, I saw one useless and stupid bloggers blogger that was talking. I will bring his video. Like, if any woman talk, he go collect. My dear, come. Not be all woman fit collect. If I marry you, or you marry me, you come misbehave, say I want collect. My dear, that your hand, maybe I go just wait till I like myself. I will teach you lesson. If you see another woman, you go dey respect her. Na so I go do you. Or na woman, I go make sure say if na I no just know, I no wan talk, but you can't do that collecting with every woman. And not be every woman be all sinachi that you can send to 6 feet. When I know they too they over emphasize on yourself. If you don't respect your husband, yeah, you go collect. What of it say make you give make woman collect, you can't over collect to call you yourself that is talking rubbish. You are that is saying justice for us na she. It's bad to even condemn something that is bad again in this society. Nonsense people with no brain. So, our last word was, what do you hope to achieve with this? It's a question for you all that practice jungle justice every day in Africa. What do you hope to achieve by burning somebody that stole your goods in the market? What do you hope to achieve by burning somebody that stole your agege bread? What are you going to achieve by killing somebody that stole something from your things? What are you going to achieve by standing around and watching your fellow woman or man burn down and you did nothing? You are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. You that is watching, you that stoned, you that flogged, you that throw the matches, you are a killer. You are an asesino, as Spanish talk. You are part of the problem. You need to be in jail. If you are part of the people that watch Don't Go Justice, you are part of the problem and you need to go to jail for it. So, by then, some of our classmates were making calls to some of our lecturers to save the situation. At a point, all the Christian students flee the school premises. And where was Jesus? Where was the Jesus? Where was you? Where was you? Where was you, Cesar Boge? Where was you? Why didn't you appear and save Deborah from this thing? Because you are the problem in this situation. You are Muhammad. Now, na cause all this wahala so. Where was you, Jesus? Where were you? Before this lady was dragged, you never saved her. Beaten, flogged, burnt. Where were you? Where were you? Because
you don't have any right to take away life.
Because you have promised the African women that you will save them. You were supposed to appear in this situation and save this lady.
Whatsoever to take away life. But please, whenever you see yourself in wrong, try to.
You disappointed her like you have did for decades. Fake promises. Fake religious promises undelivered. You never show up to rescue her. Because when I was growing up, when you call upon the name of the Lord, you will be saved. Where was it? Where were you? Didn't come and save Deborah. You allowed them to mob her, lynch her, and do everything to her. And sent her to join America. Where were you? Oh my gosh. So let's continue the reading. Okay. It said the whole Christian they disappear like the coward that they are always be. They all disappear. So the ones, the children of the Mohammed, the ones that say they are going to die, I die here, they not took her away. They left. They never go and invoke their Jesus that heal the sick, that heal the poor, that heal the cripple, everything to come and save Deborah. They left her in the hands of the other fatherless children to be mobbed, beaten, stoned, and sent to join America. Wow. These are the group of men that they want us to
Good day, everyone. I still remain American.
To cohabit with. I pity our darky women. So let me go back to where I stopped. Let me go back to where I stopped. Okay, she was dragged and she said, what are they going to achieve with all this one? And the classmates were making calls to their lecturers to save the situation. Probably all those ones still have that mentality like this woman, like she crossed the line. She crossed the line. She is not supposed to speak to the Arab Muhammad, but she did. So let her face the consequences. So at this point, all the Christian students flew. They flew, but they didn't go and call Jesus to come and intervene. May he come be saying at the fight of Mohammed stroke Jesus. Now they call the fight now. This matter not supposed to concern these two people. The matter not supposed to concern these two people according to everything these people wrote and the promises they wrote in the Bible. This matter is not supposed to concern Mohammed, Deborah, and all these bastard children in Sokoto. This matter is supposed to be the fight of Mohammed versus Jesus, says Saboge. It's supposed to be their two fights. But because both of them claim that they are the children of the Arab Mohammed and the other one, Oyibo. This matter is supposed to be settled between both of them. But they decide to shoot this innocent girl head put inside. Me, I don't have religious affiliation at this moment of my life. I don't give a F about any religion. I'm religious. Okay? Now because of all this cha nonsense, believing in nonsense. When I go come, they put my life on somebody that something will happen. I no go see you. Are they mad? He said, it was when I got home that I heard she was set ablaze. Since the incident, I have been having a flash of her pleading expression. She pleaded for mercy and called out for help. But it was far from her. What a cruel way to die, she said. Oh my gosh. Somebody now said in the comment section, my brother, don't mind that stupid woman talking rubbish. I don't think she has child, because any woman that has a child will not be happy about how they kill the innocent girl. We have seen good justice, how these people will plead for their life. You have to be a stupid and a dirty blogger, a evil blogger, to even come out and say, like, she crossed the line. In a country where somebody can be bad because of a gege bread that is stolen. A country where people are eliminated for nonsense, something that is not up to 5 cents a year. Then we eliminate them. And you think it's something that is not condemnable. because this one have to do with one dirty religion. I call it dirty because if you have to end somebody's life inside a campus, a place that you call a school, because of the person spoke to your religion is dirty. It's dirty. Come on. Say sorry about her death, and come to think of it, I watched the video, I condemn what this said, and I decided to share with my people as a blogger. Thank for your understanding. That is another person that is writing here. God Almighty, who I serve, will surely advance for this creature. Those who involved for this art will die before the end of this year. I beg your God will not do anything. We need justice. We need human justice. That is what the white man believe, and we're intending in saying when it comes to the Bible. But the African people twist it that justice can be get from unseen people. That is where we are today. We are not self-sufficient. We can't do anything for ourselves except waiting for one so-called God. We can't do anything. You can't even practically condemn anything when it comes to Africa. They will say, like Doshe the other day, God, you are not God to judge me. How many times have you seen God, Yul? How many times have you seen God? All of you that is saying that God will judge you. How many times have you seen God? There should be a real judge, a real police, a real soldier, and a real citizen in any country to survive. Nobody wait for God over here. If you do nonsense, you go into prison for it, or you do community service for it. Don't come here saying, God will do. The people that brought God to that your country, they don't deal on God issues. They deal man to man. He said, bro, or quiet, understand deep down the whole incident that happened to Deborah. And it is unfortunate to see this kind of barbaric act from some group of people who believe that they will know is more important than others. If they think they have the guts to do whatever they want to do, so is Deborah, who is now a slave before them, who cannot express herself anymore. And the school authorities, security, all lose guard over Deborah. Deborah, in that condition, if you find yourself in condition like that, you really want to protect that person, hold that person like the last breath you have. And everybody there should stand. Not be that una nonsense, fake support that all of you do every day. I know now. You both fake support people. Now support now they can't reach from nose to mouth. Now don't backslide. Una must see excuse not to support that person. Look at what happened now. Fake support. May they for say, oh, what did the school do? The school helper, they took her to Aboki Post. Just to have something to say. We don't really have real protection. We don't have. You see, the security all lose guard over Deborah just because they are partial to their religious. Otherwise, Deborah could have been saved. What did I say before? I read Nigerians psychologically. I read them, their behavior. I've dealt with them so much. That is why I don't like to talk about them. I don't like to blog here at times. I have a lot to say. Like, they want to do something like, and they do it. But they always want that bad news. That is who we are. Like if they want to talk about this situation, people didn't help her. No, nobody help her. They make her helpless before all these bastards. That think that a man, Arab man, a picture of an Arab man is their God, is their father. When their father said, all these Arab people dislike their being, dislike the makeup of their face, their body. They want to serve their God. They want to serve them and call them the God. May they reap what they sow in no far time. The person said in Jesus' name. I don't know if Jesus have name. My happiness is that since she did not revoke or denounce his statement before God and men, even God can't wait to receive her. Hi. You see the mentality. Even God can't wait to receive her. Where was the God when they were beating this lady? Where was the God when they were flogging her? Where was the God when they were stoning her? The God was like keeping quiet. He want to receive her he want to receive a lifeless body. Wham! I cannot serve a God that is waiting for me to be that have believe he have power to receive my dead body. They will be beating me. The God cannot arise and fight. Even if Deborah, Papa, Mama was dead that day, they would have fight to their last breath. If Deborah auntie was dead that day, they would have fight to the last breath. If Deborah best friend was dead that day, she or he would have fight to the last breath. And una also una Almighty God can't wait. May they beat person pikin. May they stone am. Eh? E come dey wait make dem bring the dead body come make him receive am. Ó parí o, Nigeria people. I fear una fear una. I fear una fear una religious people. I fear una fear una. Na person dey write this comment so na. Na this one be the poisonous message wey I dey tell una. Una dey read am well. If una dey read am well, una go dey know their mentality. People mentality in our society is disgusting. You know wetin I call disgusting? And wetin e be that? You see wetin he write? After he don write everything.
For those of you shouting justice for Deborah, there will be no justice for them.
You see, the person after everything, he come write put say, God dey wait. Eh? He come say God dey wait to collect dead body. So na God don talk to mortuary when they collect people dead body. I feel sure.
For Deborah.
Nothing will corona.
Deborah is not getting any justice. Put me anywhere. Because the people that are involved in this matter are not the kind of people that will give you that justice that you are
See
demanding.
what this one even
That justice that you're seeking for, you are not getting it.
My brother, don't mind that.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
Deborah went too far.
This one.
These people doesn't joke with their prophet Muhammad. Listen, I am not in support of her killing, God forbid. It is so barbaric and it's something that is uncalled for. You don't have any right to take away life. No. You don't have any right whatsoever to take away life. But please, whenever you see yourself in Rome, try to.
Mad woman, mad blogger, foolish blogger. Okay, somebody said, according to what I've read now, I've understood the whole story. So where did she insult Prophet Muhammad? That be the question. Where? Mumu people. I'm a Muslim, but I don't support this. I think they had other intention. Rest in peace, dear. Oh my gosh. Look at what this person wrote. One Prince Paul Agbakpa. You should block something better, not this one that is senseless. Telling students not to post religious video on the WhatsApp group is going too far. You see, these are the mughals we have. These are some of the mughals. These are some of the mughals. These are some of the mughals. These are some of the mughals that is making issues difficult for us as people that doesn't want change in anything. Somebody said, see her voice like man, woman. Cream don't finish her. No sense at all. No sense. So some of all the people that rub cream, their wahala get as e be o. They cannot think o. My brother, they cannot think. Many of them, whether the cream is not like affecting some of their brain, me I don't know. He say sister let her be, she get bad mouth now, wait God go visit her and her daughter, she go know say so na so she go buy two nonsense woman for that matter. Somebody say I've been following the story from Liberia, my heart is bleeding for Deborah, and must an adult and lady for that matter say there will be no justice for Deborah. Make una help me ask all this blogger o. More na help me ask them o. We were not dey quick monetize so or they shook mouth for every nonsense. If I say make I dey talk, me I no fit do all this kpakpakpa blogging. My blogging is to educate because I see so much nonsense for this society, so much rubbish that you can't even coexist if you get sense among darky people. Somebody pikin, sister, auntie, friend, just by justice for her. If she was your daughter, you know say all these women wey don rub cream na dey full social media now. They are very visible to be seen with their nonsense. You know, nonsense is very easy to be seen. Imagine. The woman said, Madam, we have seen your face on social media. Oh yeah, can you quietly go and sleep? Now your voice is not sweet, it coerces. Go and rest in potty, cause by special grace of God, Deborah justice has already been won. Are you aware that senior pastor OPM Church is planning to relocate the family to Port Harcourt? They have been placed on pay and whatever. These are not justice. These are not justice at all. These are benefits that the parents are going to get. These are damage or whatever. Even these are individual things. When we talk about the government, now the government own all those Sokoto thugs, all those Sokoto fatherless children of Muhammad. Now the government own them. So the government are supposed to put all those killers into jail, put them in jail and compensate the family because they just lose their child. All those people that show in the video, they should be put on social media so that people will know them very well, say they be assassin. This is not something like, hey, she speak against Muhammad. These people killed this lady. They killed her. And justice has to be served. Their face need to be put on social media. I get one picture. When I will do video again later, I will put am for my thumbnail. I think that one will be person husband. I think that one will be person brother. I think that one will be person uncle. I think that one they need to be publicized. Let us leave their face on YouTube. Make we leave their face for YouTube. Make our video forever. Face of the killer of Deborah Samuel. We should put them on YouTube so that people will know them.